The Wonder and Happiness of Being Old, written by Sophy Burnham and read by Jilly Bond. To my sister, Anne, the only person left who shares my memories, even if they differ, and to Mary, who lives so many of them with us, too. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in circuit lies. Emily Dickinson. Prologue. What's it like to be old? September 8th. Dear Eleanor, we were sitting in the sun at that lovely cafe on a side street in Paris when you turned to me, appealing. I'm 59, you said with a haunted look. In a few months I'll be 60. Then, ducking your head shyly, what's it like to be... You stopped, but I knew what you were too tactful to ask. What's it like to be old? I'm afraid, you whispered. Of course you are. Who wouldn't be afraid? You move now to the stage of crone and hag. Fear is mostly what we hear about aging. Fear of wrinkles, fear of loss, fear of diminishment, fear of humiliation and of being unwanted, abandoned, fear of the inexorable decline into chronic pain and death, fear of finding ourselves like King Lear, crying naked on the cliffs against the raging storm. It's fear exacerbated by a $48.4 billion beauty business, pushing 18-year-old airbrushed skin as our ideal. Who wouldn't be afraid? I remember as I turned 60, asking my Aunt Kate that same question. What's it like in your 60s? She answered with a toss of her chin, visible even over the phone line. Oh, Sophie, you won't even notice your 60s. Now, at 90, she had murmured thoughtfully, you begin to slow down. She died at 103. That's 40 more years along. Sitting with you that day in Paris, I repeated her words. Oh, Eleanor, you won't even notice your 60s. I bought my horse at 68. I stopped fox hunting at 80. Mostly because of moving to Massachusetts, as it happens, but also because a fall when galloping to hounds is dangerous at my age. Any age. The zeros are always scary. I remember being anxious when I reached 29, about turning 30. It felt so old. I didn't celebrate my 50th birthday until at 55 I threw myself a 50th, and then only for my closest friends. That's how ashamed I was of age, and afraid. Buried deep in our DNA is the memory of unwanted women burned at the stake as witches, or drowned. Surviving proved them witches to be killed again. Sipping my espresso that warm September day, I thought how at 85 this is one of the most interesting periods of my whole life. I have never felt so happy, so free. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Well, I would have, except my friend Death was elsewhere occupied. Now, back home in Massachusetts, I keep musing on your question. What's it like to be old? At 85, I'm old. I'm told I'm old. I'm regarded as old. I don't feel old. I feel about 55. So I thought I'd try to answer your question. Immediately into...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?